Guardians playing tonight, first of 3 here at home before they hit the road for a handful of games. They'll play the Pirates tonight. That is a 7:10 start. 6:40 is when pregame will begin here in WMMS, and you can listen on the iHeartRadio app. If you listen to us on the app, tell me where. Noah listens in Golden, Colorado. Kirk is one of our bureau chiefs in Austin, Texas. Mike is in Lynchburg, Virginia. Lacey listens to us in Asheville, North Carolina. Love Asheville. Marie is in Wampum, Pennsylvania. And I got another audio clip from Waffles. You want to hear that one?
Yep.
Of advertisements interrupting the show?
Always love them.
Because they can't figure out how to... What's that?
I'm starting to like this bit, though. Like,
I wish it were a bit.
I don't know. That's what we do. That's how, it's becoming a bit.
Yeah.
Filing out to lunch, we get a message from Joanne across the machine.
I'm Jeff Stevens. It's been a hot summer. If you're looking for a cool new twist with your favorite Kentucky Fried Chicken, say hello to Frozen Treats by Tractor Beverage Company, and they're now...
Yeah. Okay, so listen, frozen chicken treats from Tractor Beverage Company. Apparently that's the advertisement that's running there. That's interrupting a segment from yesterday's show.
At least send us some of those frozen treats.
Yeah. We should at least benefit from the advertisements that are interrupting the program. The more conspiratorial among us might think that it's the company trying to tell us something.
What?
Shaving off a few minutes here, shaving off a few minutes there. It adds up. People complain about not only the advertisements interrupting, but having 5, 6, 7, 8 of them before we come back. And then when it does return, we're already in a segment. So I don't know. Above my pay grade. Next week on the show, we will be out Monday for the holiday, but Tuesday through Friday, I will have tickets for you. You want to go to that Pop, Evil, and Bad Wolves show. That's at Temple Live, mid-November. The Sum 41 Farewell Tour. It's called Tour of the Setting Sum. That is in a couple of weeks at Blossom. Collective Soul, who were just here with Hootie and the Blowfish. You might have seen them out at Blossom. They were doing a co-headlining thing for the summer, but Collective Soul is going back out in the fall for their 30th anniversary tour. They will do November 17th at MGM Northfield Park. MMS presenting Clutch and Rival Sons. That headlining run, that'll be mid-September at Jacobs Pavilion. I got tickets for you for that. You want to go see Nothing More at the Agora. So a lot of good shows coming, and I will hook you up for a whole bunch of them next week. It has been a big week for decapitations, and it just doesn't stop. There was the couple whose son went crazy and killed them, cut their heads off, put moms on the counter. Not sure where dad's was.
Still at large.
Yeah. There was the RFK Jr. story that his daughter told about him cutting the head off of a whale that had been beached.
Whale juices.
The whale juices were flying in their face on the way home. Now that Trump and Vance have RFK Jr. in the mix, that's a really good plan to shake off that weird tag that everybody's been throwing at him, too.
I have a suggestion from one of the customers on what when we talk about decapitations, a name for it.
Mm-hmm.
We got Poop News, we got Kids Corner. She suggested Decap Corner.
Decap Corner.
Yeah.
All right. With a K?
That's up to you.
DEKAP?
That's however you want.
It'll be a visual thing. I'll have to draw up a logo. But yeah, so there was the RFK Jr. thing. There was a kid, a teenager, got decapitated by a shark.
Ooh.
Swimming off the coast of Jamaica. A local man said, "The shark eat off man head, eat off one of his hand. It crazy," was the exact quote. A teenage boy decapitated by a shark.
I like swimming in a pool.
Yeah. 16-year-old Jamari Reed had been spearfishing by himself near Montego Bay. Isn't that where we were? Didn't we do the show from Montego Bay?
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Mary, you remember that?
I don't because you guys are trash.
Why are we? Erica was on the show.
Doesn't matter.
It was still Erica with us. Why are we trash? Because you weren't on the show yet.
I've been here 5 years and we haven't taken a show trip. And
And?
you guys were out gallivanting to Mexico and Ireland and wherever the hell else, Narnia.
Narnia, yeah,
Mayor
right.
joins.
Yeah.
We're grounded.
I don't know what to tell you.
Me either, Alan.
Yeah. They just don't really do that kind of stuff anymore. You know, for a long time, those junkets were a pretty big deal. Like the Ireland, when we went to the Jameson distillery in Dublin. That was, I'd only been here like a year.
And I missed that one. So
yeah, we went twice. Bill didn't make that one. And then we went to Jamaica. That was 2016.
And we had the few years that we did the baseball stuff. That was cool.
Oh, out in Arizona?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was fine, yeah. But a lot of those kinds of things, I don't know. They don't come this way anymore.
We should make them.
Make them.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I don't know how. Well, give me an idea.
You say.
You have the floor.
You say, hey, iHeart, I'm your #1 afternoon show.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot for this company.
Mhm.
I would like to take myself and my coworkers to broadcast from Hawaii. And they say, that sounds great.
Oh, yeah. I'll be Bobby Pitts in this one. You go ahead and pitch that
Yeah.
again.
Hey, Bobby Pitts. This is Al. Hey, Bobby Pitts. That's Alan Cox.
No. You're pitching it as Mary.
As Mary, you have the floor. And by
Yeah.
the way, you guys are so tight, you probably wouldn't call him Bobby Pitts. You'd probably call him
BP.
Hey, yo,
just by his first.
Bobby!
There you go.
Hey, yo, Bobby.
Now you sound like somebody who's just chopping it up with a work pal.
Listen, I've been on this show for 5 years. It's a top-earning show. We make this company millions of dollars.
Wait, what show are you on again?
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS, Cleveland's legendary rock station.
And that's on when?
Monday through Friday, 2 to 6:30.
Why would we send like an overnight
No, you missed
show?
your line. This is where Bob Pittman goes, I've never heard of that guy.
No, I was going to say,
Here,
why
here's
would
my
we,
point.
Why would we send an overnight show?
It's not an overnight
anywhere?
show. It's a midday
You
show.
said we
It's
were
an
on from 2
afternoon
to 6:30.
p.m.
Oh, p.m. Okay,
Yes.
so your afternoon drive. Afternoon drive? I'm going to send an afternoon drive. What are you even talking about?
I want to go to Hawaii, and you have to pay for it.
Why don't you?
Well, she's nailing this. She's nailing this negotiation.
Is this not how you talk to superiors? Because this is how I would
How
do
about
it.
you just go to Hawaii and you pay for it and you just stop,
No,
just leave me alone.
The show used to be sent on trips, and then we haven't in like,
Do you know who
what,
sent
8
people?
years?
You know that they didn't get sent on trips. People requested them to go on trips.
Well, I am requesting to go on a trip.
That's not. No, the talent doesn't request it.
Who does?
That there was
The client.
Clients that.
I called Hawaii, and they said they want us to come.
the state of Hawaii really
So your
wants-
idea is for 3 pasty people to go to Hawaii,
Yes.
and that's supposed to make other people want to go there.
Yes.
And what?
The state tourism board said they need our show to help bring people. Not enough people are traveling to
Get
Hawaii.
the money
They
then.
don't-
Get the
they
money.
don't know about it. No. You give us the money.
No. You
Yeah,
get the money
Hawaii is
you
having
get
a
the
real
money-
hard time
You
with
get the money from Hawaii.
Nobody knows about Oahu.
After
and
those fires, maybe they need the Board of Tourism.
they need our help.
Well, they're very ambivalent, though.
Don't
The locals
help
there,
her,
they're like,
All right, here's what I'm thinking. I'll make this happen, but I think the way it's got to happen is just Alan and Bill should go
What is that?
because you are in New York and you need to be there
No, I don't.
for all your other things. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get some big booby local to sit in with Bill and Alan. And that sounds like a
big
radio.
booby local.
Yeah,
There you go.
Now that sounds like good radio.
No, it does not. You can't see
Big
boobs on the
booby
radio.
locals.
Yeah, but people, this is the modern age. Social
How
media,
about
all
Mary?
that stuff. It's going to be great. So enjoy your time. We're going to do this in the middle of winter when it's the most miserable to be in New York City. So you can stay in New York, and Alan and Bill, you guys have a great time in Hawaii with the big booby local.
How about
His name's Ted, by the way.
hey guys, it's Ted. What's up? I'm here. I'm the guy with the teats. How about a show trip, Mary,
Not to New York.
to Seward, Alaska?
I don't know where that is.
I hear it's beautiful.
Is it in
What, are
the
you
middle?
kidding me? What?
Is it in the middle
In the middle?
of Alaska?
You've been to Alaska. I've never
been. To the bottom part.
The bottom part.
Where people live. I'm asking if this is in the wilderness.
No, it's out by the fjords. It's like south of Anchorage. How about that?
I don't
Show
care.
trip.
Sure.
We'll get out there. We'll get on glaciers with blowtorches.
Dude, Alaska's great. You can see a bear, a moose, reindeer. They have all of it.
Bear and moose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, anyway, that was a terrible negotiation.
I don't think so.
Please do not ever, ever speak to Bobby Pitts on my behalf.
I'll say specifically, Alan Cox himself
No.
sent me here to do this.
He'll go, I don't know who that is. I don't want to break my streak of him not knowing who I am. So I would like to, if I ever get on this guy's radar, who knows what that'll mean. So I'd kind of like to keep it, the way that it is. But I appreciate your concerns. And we'll pass them along. But I feel like the golden age of remote broadcasts for this show
We barely get to do them
are
locally.
over. Yeah, we don't even do them around here anymore.
I just want the opportunity to be decapitated by a shark in Hawaii, and I don't think that's too much to ask.
Well,
From
you
a
can be
multi-billion-dollar
decapitated.
company.
These days, you can be decapitated by a shark off the coast of anywhere. You go over to Jersey. When you and your roommate were on the beach there, you probably could have gotten decapitated by a shark. So that just shows a lack of initiative on your part, Mary.
I don't want to have to pay for it, Alan. I don't know how much.
No, it
more
would have been a
clear I
free
can be.
decapitation while you guys were at the beach. You think this kid in Jamaica paid for the decapitation?
No, his boss probably sent him out there.
You get out there. Shark attacks in Jamaica. And again, climate change and all this stuff. Water's getting warmer. These fish, they're out there looking for food closer to the shore. Shark attacks in Jamaica are extremely rare. This is the fourth shark death in 300 years in
Dang.
Jamaica. And so this kid joins a very, very small fraternity, a 16-year-old teenage boy just out there spearfishing, and a shark decapitated his body and had eaten his arm.
He was a local?
A local boy,
Yeah.
Jamari Reed, 16 years old.
That's sad.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, all the local fishermen get out there and they try to, take down the shark because they're trying to recover the kid's head. Remember when they strung up the great white in Jaws and they slice him open and, tires and
tiger
license
shark.
plate come? They're looking for the kid.
That wasn't a great white. That was a tiger.
Tiger shark, is that what it was?
Yeah.
That's what got this kid, tiger shark. But they cut it open and the license
That Kittner
plates
boy spill out over all the dock.
That's right. The Kittner boy. Yeah. Yep. The grieving father said he often tried to discourage his son from spearfishing alone. He said we would argue about it, but he wanted to do it. And this is the outcome. So, but again, chalk another one up. A lot of decapitation stories on the show this week. None of them connected, much like a head and a neck in each one of these stories. But none of them connected. But, that's just what would Mary call it? That's just the moon cycle we're in right now.
Yep.
Right? Something's in retrograde, and there's a lot of decapitations happening.
Nothing we can do about it,
Nope.
All right, Alan. I'm not conspiratorial, but explain to me this one, wise guy. The other day, I'm in the garage. I'm tinkering around, and I find a Leatherman's multi-tool that I got from my dad when he moved out of his house. It's a vintage multi-tool in a leather case, a Leatherman's multi-tool. Next day, listening to the pod, Chumba Casino, making me want to put a gun to my head, business as usual. And sure enough, there's a Leatherman's multi-tool ad. Now, how? I didn't take a picture of it. I didn't discuss it. I just looked at it with my stupid eyes. And there it is, showing up in the pod. Trippy, man. It's trippy. It's a great tool, too. I mean, this thing's indestructible. I recommend you get one. All right. Hate the show.
Oh, I have one, homie. I'm glad to hear from another Leatherman a multi-tool aficionado. Hells yes, I've got an old Leatherman. I've got an old Arc. It's got 20 tools on it. Leatherman tool is indispensable. Now, I always have my Swiss Army knife on me, but at home, Leatherman multi-tool. I've got Mary knows this.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the large bit driver on it.
Obviously.
I've got the needle nose pliers on it.
Gotta have it.
Knife blade.
Important.
Wood and metal file. I've got the wire cutters. I've got the bottle opener. It's got the scissors in it. I've got the wire stripper. I've got the crimper. Talk to me about Leatherman tools. But that is weird. His point still stands.
The universe.
Weird. He was just thinking about it. This is what I'm saying. I think, when people talk about the singularity, they talk to guys like Rick Kurzweil and all these people who kind of are somewhat prognosticators of when man and machine will finally meld. Right? It was just the anniversary of Skynet was a couple of days ago from the Terminator movies when the machines became self-aware. The singularity, along those same lines, I bet it's already happening in some form now. In the sense that, well, I don't mean AI. I mean in a way that isn't even being talked about, or that how else would he get a commercial delivered to him for something he saw, something he looked at, something he had. I think that the electrical signals in our eyes, optic nerves, brains, somehow are being transduced by the 5G. This is where I jump on board with the 5G conspiracy people. Right? The singularity has already begun, where we're being served. And that's the worst part. It's all just in the service of advertisements.
Well, I have a question.
Nothing.
Why?
Nothing altruistic about it. Go ahead. Please.
You are so willing to chalk everything up to coincidence, but this is 5G fiber optics from your eyes.
What I'm saying
is, it's pretty obvious. There are a lot of evidence for this one.
Coincidence.
There's a lot of evidence.
Not a coincidence.
Much evidence.
Everything else in the world, coincidence, but this not a coincidence.
Not when it comes to advertising. Not when it comes to targeted marketing by the iHeartRadio app.
Mary, I'm not an always or never guy. You're
pretty much always coincidence.
No, I'm not an always or never guy. I'm just saying, show me the evidence that it's not coincidence.
5G.
I'm showing you clear evidence, Mary, that 5G is making our eyes weird. Thank you. You're welcome.
Nerves. Okay.
Next
All right.
case.
I just want a little bit of clarification. That's all.
Next case. I'm giving you uncompetable evidence, Mary, is what I'm giving you.
Yeah.
That this is what's happening out there.
Right.
Whether or not you want to take it, I don't know.
Uncompetable.
Thank you, sir.
Uncompetable.
You're the one that said you don't believe in anything, Mary, so take that.
Yeah.
I was just asking.
Now you do?
No, I was just asking. How everything else ever is a coincidence, but this is science.
I'm not saying it's science.
What are you saying it is?
I'm saying it's science fiction.
Strange.
More like science faction.
I'm giving you uncompetable information. You don't want to hear it.
I have to hear it.
No, I think it's pretty wild, though. I don't have an explanation for that, but I think it's pretty wild.
It's nice to know that Leatherman advertised with us. That's cool.
Science.
They should send us free Leathermans.
I don't know what a Leatherman is.
It's a multi-tool, Mary. Didn't you hear the guy?
No, I heard that, but I didn't know it was like a thing.
Yeah.
It looks like pliers, basically. But it's got all these different.
This looks like a death trap. This looks like something from Saw.
You know, somebody
it's a good tool to have.
Somebody texted
You
a
never
really
know when you're gonna have to torture somebody.
Somebody texted a really good idea that might be an angle for us, Mary, that we haven't considered and possibly shouldn't overlook.
What?
A great way to negotiate us doing a live show elsewhere, maybe, is when we tell them, hey, until the whole bed bug thing is figured out.
Yeah.
How
we
about
need to do our 2 weeks of December broadcasts must be from Hawaii. Right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Which 2 weeks, though?
the
Only
2
2
weeks
weeks
we're
they were on,
broadcasting.
yeah.
The first 2 weeks.
I see. Well, yeah.
Because we're usually out around what, like the 14th or 15th, something
Yeah,
like
this
that?
year
So-
will be it'll be a little bit. The last live show of the year will be a week later, but yeah, that might be something to consider.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, our studios are infested, and we would like to feel safe, so you must send us to
Right.
a
In
wide...
December.
It is a
Yeah.
it is a safety issue.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Good. Well, listen, it's a great thought experiment. We've covered a lot of ground.
Draft up an outline.
We've solved a lot of problems. I want you to generate a Venn diagram, Mary.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
What time would we be on? Like,
It's 6
si-
hours
6 hours
behind.
6 hours behind. So
Hawaii is?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So
Mhm.
we would start the show at, is that 8 a.m.?
Yes. We'd be the morning show there in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Perfect for
We'd
you
be on
guys.
from 8 to 12:30
Alan, isn't Mary aware that you did the show on time from the International Space Station?
in Houston.
Pardon
Do you think
me?
that's where the International Space Station is?
Isn't there some big space station in Houston?
There is a space. I mean, in Houston has like a NASA compound there, yes, but that's not where the
That's not a space
International Space Station is.
Is that the one in Ohio?
You're thinking of the Space Center in Houston,
Oh,
right?
where's the international
Mission
Space Station?
Control, Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Do you know where the International Space Station is?
Orbiting?
It's in space.
It's orbiting.
Station. Orbiting what?
It is in orbit.
Of?
Earth
Okay.
or the moon.
She's got it, boy. Let's send her up there.
I don't
She
wanna
can,
go
she can
there.
keep those people company who are stuck
No, I don't.
for
wanna
another
go
200 days. There you go. All right, enough. All right. I got it. I've got. All right. I got to take a break. You want to send me a text, 35192. I'm going to have Cage the Elephant tickets for it. Cage the Elephant and Young the Giant are on the road. They're coming to play Blossom a week from Monday. And you can get my last tickets after the break.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
On our free